with me, Macau me, Macau me, baby. Fill me up, take me down, show me around, Macau me, me and Macau, go all around, look it up and down, turn the corner, Macau me, baby. Fill me up, take me down, show me around, Macau me. Me and Macau, go all around, look it up and down, turn the corner, Macau me, baby. Fill me up, take me down, show me around, Macau me.
Okay, so we're going to show you a little bit of Macau. This is kind of a business area. There's a really beautiful statue right there. Let me try to see if I can go across and you can see it. And then what we're gonna do in this particular video is we're going to walk into this park a little bit and then show you all the way down this street and show you some of the businesses. And I'm gonna talk a lot about, like, there's a Wynn Casino, there's MGM Casino, and then yeah, that's kind of our focus right there for now. So stay tuned. Little slice of Macau. This is Alameda Dr. Carlos Asuncion. So this one is kind of a main boulevard through Nape area of Macau. And you can see it right up on the map, so you can see exactly where we are. And it's kind of filled with a lot of office buildings and a nice beautiful park. It goes through the middle of it. And we're gonna get right into it as if you were there yourself. So come along and see. Okay, so now you saw it on the map, so you can see exactly where it is. That's the Guanyin statue. There's a waterfront there. And I'm just going to walk down our Target Street and kind of give you an idea of what streets look like in Macau. It's a big Macau development thing. And I'm also going to tell you a little bit about the future of the channel. So I'll still continue the same, but what I'm hoping to do in the near future is upgrade my technology a little bit. Let me go forward a little. Forward. 1 second. So you can see Guanyin in the distance. So one of the things I'm going to try to do soon is buy a camera that has a zoom. I was playing around recently just with my phone. It's so much easier to zoom in on stuff, which makes the channel much more interesting. So I'm going to upgrade my camera and try to get one with a zoom, because they exist now where they didn't before. And then another one, I saw another camera that has like nice low lighting. I can't really film in the evening when it's kind of amazing time to film. Because the camera, these GoPros, they just don't really have the night capabilities. It's a nice but this particular video today, I'm just going to show you the different shops that's around on this particular street. And there's a lot of new ones, so that's kind of why I was thinking of stopping and checking them out today. Hikari Coffee Shop. It's like a Japanese name. And then here is hair salon. And then you also got a mechanic. So when I do these videos where I'm just walking down the street, this camera is fine, especially in the daytime. You can really get an idea of what all is around. I think this one is a cafe. Let me just kind of come around the corner a little bit. Yeah, I think this one is coffee shop slash restaurant. Let me just come over here real quick. Vegetarian plant-based meat. So this one is a good one for vegetarian fried rice. You can see the different stuff that's available here. This is Minchi to the right. That's kind of typical Minchi, like the Portuguese style. So yeah, this is kind of a plant-based one. There's the MGM is over there. You can see that in the distance. Yeah, like so in the future I'm going to try to get the one where I can zoom in, and then it'll be a lot more interesting. because with these GoPro cameras you cannot, which is fine most of the time. But then when the Guanyin statue, that would have been nice to zoom in on that a little bit, give you the details. So let me tell you about this street. So this is that's a little karaoke street. So down there you can see some of these, there's a cafe right there. Let me just kind of look down it a little bit. There's a cafe, but then these are more like the nightlife area, Club Goddess and stuff like that. So those would be more popular with the Chinese crowds more than anybody. So they'll have that kind of style. It'll be more loud karaoke, so they'll be singing dice. Most likely, I don't really go into those. I have went in to see what they're about, and they're pretty loud. I think it's lots of dice playing and singing. It can be quite crowded. And I have a story once where I was with a good friend of mine, and he's Portuguese, and we were talking to some Chinese people that said that they'd never ever go to Taipa, and they had never met a Portuguese person, even though there's a lot around. Let me just kind of film this real quick. This is the Paris store, so it has all French stuff, and there's kind of a chain. I'll continue the story in a minute, but you can get these little baguettes, stuff like that, flowers, and French wines, I believe. I think you get lots of Portuguese wines too. Daiso, this is from Japan. So that one is throughout Macau as well, and you can, it's kind of like a dollar store. You can buy stuff for lower price. I think they come from China, and then they send them kind of like higher quality, low price goods, and then they end up back in Macau through a Japan store. So Daiso is a Japanese brand. The Gathering. So there's food choices, and this one you can get lots of different milk teas, kinds of stuff. Okay, let's move on. And this one is another French style one, so this one will have the French, Elise, that's another chain. So these are all chains. Daiso is a chain, Elise is a chain. That Paris store is also a chain. So both of them have the French reference. Let me just kind of go back a little bit. So at least you can find them, there's even one at the University of Macau campus, which is interesting. There's not many choices there, but they have one of these. Elise. Okay, let's keep on going. So I'll continue the story. So one of my friends is Portuguese, and then the Chinese that we were talking to, they'd never met a Portuguese person, even though there's a lot around. And they were saying that they said they never go to Taipa. They just stay in Macau, and that Taipa's boring, and Macau has so much nightlife. And for the foreigners, we don't really feel there's much nightlife at all in Macau. There's just a little bit in Taipa, but not much, is our perspective. And then so I was asking them, like, okay, where in China or where in Macau is it so active doing it? And then basically they told me that it's that street with those karaoke bars. And I never really thought of that being nightlife. Those karaoke bars are closed, you don't really hear them at night, but inside when you open the doors, it's loud. Black and White is another chain. But drinking for, like for me, I'd be more similar to the Portuguese than the Chinese when it comes to nightlife things. Oh, that's a new McDonald's. I never saw that one down there before. Oh, it's brand new. So that one wasn't there the last time I've been around. So there's different things that are changing now. Okay, so we're going to continue down our street. I'll continue talking about that as well. Down there's another casino, Sands Casino, that gold building down at the end. But yeah, one of the things about the nightlife like that is that you know, a lot of Westerners will prefer, I'll just tell you what our style is, and you'll see Chinese there, of course, and different people, of course, but the style is different, and maybe a lot of it is because of the expats. But even a bar in, you know, United States or Europe, they might have like bar stools and be kind of open to anybody, so anybody who wants to have a drink can. Here's a coffee roaster place that's looks like relatively new, or will be new. Sengpan. Macau Pass. Okay, I'll talk more about that in a minute too. But these ones is where you can upgrade get your Macau Pass cards, and I think you could even get like special. I have one that's like a keychain. So this one will be kind of the, you can actually download it on your phone as well. But I'll show you what mine looks like in a minute. But Macau Pass, and it looks like this. This is also on my keychain. I have a Hong Kong octopus card too. But that will be where you can get like specialized ones with your name attached to it as well. Okay. Let's keep on going down. Yeah, there's a whole park in there that I didn't capture. Just capturing the businesses today on this side. And just as an aside, these streets, this is called Paris streets. We also walked by a London street, all these European capital cities. So all of these side streets, that's MGM down there, will have European names like that. And then if we walk on that side, there's all those other buildings down there, and they'll have Portuguese city names, like there's Porto and a handful of them. So this is basically our street. There's actually a nice park in there with nice beautiful banyan trees, and because that would be a video that would be much too long that I don't want to do, we're not going to target that. But I am going to go to the end and just show you a little bit more, talk about the nightlife again. Yeah, this street has these big giant pillars everywhere. This is a bank. So yeah, the nightlife is different. So I think in general, Chinese can be very community based as well in a different way, but usually with the group that you're with. So they'll, you know, if it's a restaurant, they'll be together and drink in the restaurant. Actually, I won't compare too much because there's, universally we're kind of similar, but as human beings. But anyways, those karaoke bars you almost never see foreigners in, usually would not. And then we come down to a park here. Technically this street, it's another park here. This is the overpass. To get people past this kind of this street right in front of us is kind of a major street that's not pedestrian friendly at all, so you have to go under it. If you walk, you go under it. If you drive, you go over it. But then it keeps that moving in there. Here's the entrance to the park. It's a nice park. And actually this street actually continues, so it was divided up to keep the traffic moving. So for us to continue on our street, which is Alameda Dr. we would technically have to go over there, and we could do it, but I don't really want to do it, and my video is kind of long. But this is the name of our street, so you got a little slice of it. Now we're near a park, so we kind of got to see a little bit. We got to see some different restaurants and parks and the structure of it. So let's just end it right there. Slice of Macau for you.
Fly with me, Macau me, baby.